Welcome, everyone, to the Modern Day Overthinker podcast. My name is Colin, and I am your host. This week's episode is with Christian Hann. He is also a comedian here in the Quad Cities like myself. He's only been at it for about 6 months now, but he's really passionate about it, just like I am. And he also has a story to tell, just like the rest of us. And his last 4 or 5 months of his life have been pretty crazy, to say the least. And we not only talked about that, we talked about his history with anxiety, depression, and feeling lost, medication. We also discussed some of his passions, such as stand-up comedy, acting, deck hockey. He really loves deck hockey. We talked about that for a bit as well. And discussed a little bit about stage fright, because we can both relate to that. And one other thing that we both wanted to talk about, that we agreed to talk about, was his father, Brad Hann, who passed away in September. And we had a chance to have a good conversation about Brad and the impact that he had on so many different people. And I'm really proud of Christian for being vulnerable and open and sharing what he did with you and with me. I'm obviously biased, but I really enjoyed this episode. It was great. Me and Christian had a great conversation. He's a great guy. He cares about others. And I think everyone can get something out of this episode, just like most of my episodes. Every single episode is unique in its own way and special in its own way. So I hope you take the time to listen to this episode. Without further ado, this is this week's episode, number 54 of the Modern Day Overthinker podcast with Christian Hann. Welcome, everybody, to the Modern Day Overthinker podcast. My name is Colin, and I'm your host. Tonight's episode, whenever you're listening, is with Christian Hann. Thank you for being here, Christian. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you having me today, my friend.
Yeah, you get to enjoy the comfy couch, which is nice.
It's a nice couch.
I don't even know where my cat is, but she's usually destroying this.
She's right there.
She's chilling? Good.
She's laying down.
I haven't had to put her away. Moving the cat tree was a good decision, but she loves the window.
Walking up to your house, I noticed your cat first. I was like, oh, Colin has a cat.
Yep. She was double checking to make sure you were safe, you know? She's got to check the perimeters.
She probably watched me try and park my truck out there 3 different times. I hit the curb trying to park.
Yeah.
This nice little snowbank going on out there.
Yeah, we got some snow last night again, but it's just enough for me, whether or not do I need to shovel or not, because I put some melt down there. It's weird. But we're not here to talk about the weather. So let's get into it and start with how I met you. I've met you about, I would say, not even a year ago. Maybe a year ago.
It's kind of could have been a year. I mean, I majorly met
at Yoshi. I think I met you at Yoshi's.
Pretty sure that's where it was. I think
so. That would have been during the summer.
I'm sure that's where you and I actually started hitting it off more. It was at Yoshi's, and then I remember faintly a few nights after I came to Saddle, just to do, it was an open mic Saddle.
Yeah.
And then I think that's yeah. So Yoshi's and then Saddle is where you and I kind of really started talking and kicking it off and getting to know each other a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly. Yoshi's was cool because I like doing. It was the only open mic that I've ever done outside.
There's going to be a lot more of that coming this summer too.
Yeah,
I've actually if I can go into it, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Johnny Tuesday and we've discussed actually. We're eventually either going to go in and talk to Yoshi himself and set up some dates on potentially running open mic all over again, and I'm going to be hosting the majority of them, it sounds like.
Yeah, and Johnny Tuesday is usually somewhat accessible.
He's a busy guy. He's got escape games. He does a lot of game nights too.
He's doing trivia stuff.
Yeah. I think
him and Elrod started a little thing.
Yeah,
doing trivia.
Trivia, and then I believe he even made a Facebook post recently about starting a game night at Broken Saddle, like every Monday or Tuesday, I think. Don't quote me on that. That's just what I saw, I believe.
I think I saw something like that. Yeah, him or is it Jeremy?
I don't believe I've met Jeremy.
I could be getting his name wrong. He also works at the Saddle. He does DJing.
I think his name is Jeremy, if I'm correct. I don't know.
I'm pretty bad with names.
We can just call him Jeremy for now.
J-Dog.
J-Dog, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't... I see him sometimes because he's, he does the karaoke usually after the open mic, but he usually don't stick around for karaoke. I think one of my buddies is going to try to get me to do karaoke tonight.
Yeah. Well, what bar? Two?
At Boozy's actually does.
Boozy's, okay.
Yeah. They also have really good food there.
I have not been to that one yet.
Yeah. It's popping, man. We went there just to eat because they have really good burgers, and we were there a little late. All of a sudden, this crowd starts coming in, and they're just like ready to go. I'm like, when I was drinking and going out downtown.
Mm-hmm. Okay, where's Boozy's at again?
It's on, is that 4th or 3rd? It's not too far from Analog, in between Maine and Brady.
I gotcha.
So, you know where Antonella's was?
Antonella's? I don't even know where that. I don't even think I've heard of Antonella's.
It's an Italian restaurant. It was like down below. It was like a hidden gem.
Okay.
One of those.
You got to kind of find it for yourself.
Yeah, you got to know about it.
And then tell all your friends about it.
Yeah. They're putting something else in there, but yeah. It's weird doing karaoke when you're not drinking. It's a different experience.
I will not do it unless I am drinking.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's how I was. I never thought I'd do stand up though, not drinking, and here we are.
Right.
So, and now I'm like, now I don't know if I could do it if I did drink because it's like the opposite. It's weird. I was talking to somebody the other day, and I've talked to multiple comics. They're like, man, I don't know how you do this sober. I'm like, I don't either.
I wanted to ask you.
I don't know.
How do you do it sober, my friend?
I don't know the other way. I just had to go up there and just the first time I went up there was a lot of anxiety, and I immediately forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah. I remember my very first time going up at Yoshi's. You were there for that, right? If I remember correctly.
Was it inside or outside?
It was outside.
Yeah, then
it was
yeah.
outside.
Then, yeah.
It was probably like the biggest open mic there so far. I just remember just going up on stage like as soon as Stevie Mo was the host that night, actually.
Oh, yeah. That probably made it a little easier.
He brought me. I forgot what he roasted me before coming up onto the stage. Yeah, that's what he does. Mm-hmm. And when he brought me up onto the stage, I just immediately the shivers in my body. I'm like, oh man, this is my first time doing it.
At first, even 10 minutes before, you're like, that's fine. And then as soon as they call you up, you're like, oh.
It happens so quick too. But as soon as I got on the stage, I gave Stevie a roast back, and everyone loved it. So I'm just like, okay, everyone's liking me at first. And then I did my entire first set off of my phone just because I wanted to try it out, obviously, and see if it was going to be something I wanted to keep doing. And just the amount of laughs I got. I've even had some family come out and watch me for the first time too. And dude, I'm happy I found it.
Yeah, dude, I had at the Iowa City show, my cousin goes to the University of Iowa. She's a freshman, and she's still like a kid to me.
Yeah.
So she came to the show with my uncle, and I was like telling some of my less clean material, and I was just like, at first I was like, I have to block this out that she is even here because it just threw me off. I'm like, wait, she's an adult, but to me it's like she's not, you know.
Right.
So that was weird, but I love it. Yeah, when I don't know if my grandma will ever make it to a show, but that would be interesting. But my first set I ever did actually was when family members came, when my parents came. My aunt and uncle, it was fine. It didn't bother me doing my regular set. But when my parents came for the first time, I was like, I got to watch what I say. I was like, I'm going to try to do a clean set and see if I can do it like as a challenge and also as just precaution so I don't like hear about this later. And it didn't go bad, but it didn't go great. It was a speakeasy show.
Okay.
It was
probably packed house too. I imagine.
Oh yeah, always.
It generally always. Is.
And my dad found out that I did a different set because one of his friends has been to my shows, and he was like, "Hey, you don't have to do that. You can just do your regular set." I'm like, "You sure?"
It's like, you want to really hear what I have to say?
You really want to hear this? And he's like, "Yeah." And he's been seen my stuff after where I didn't, filter what I said, and he's loved it. Like, I wasn't sure how my parents were going to handle me not being a clean comic, but they're cool with it. As long as I'm not like, raunchy the whole time.
Exactly.
See, I'll be it's a little poor taste,
Like, I'm raunchy, and then like I like to just go to like some simple dumb humor jokes too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether they're just one-liners or if it's just a small story leading to the somewhat of a punchline.
Yeah, it's hard. It's harder to do stand-up when you're not like a story guy, I think.
For sure.
Because you got to fill that time and you got to remember a lot of stuff.
A lot of this like stuff I write out like material-wise, I kind of base off of the stuff that happened back in high school.
Okay.
Or just moments like some of my friends that I still have to this day.
Yeah.
Like the funny moments we had. Like I won't necessarily like tell the story exactly the way it went.
Mm-hmm.
I'll turn it into like my own type of like joke scenario sort of deal, kind of like that. And going back to like the clean sets, like my mom is generally like all of my shows. I don't give a shit if she's there. I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, exactly.
One person I'm worried about like one day showing up is also my grandmother, and she's been really wanting to come out. Holly, she's been wanting to come out too, and she's been trying. It's been really rough for her to come out, given like the sickness and all that. So, but
she's got some health problems.
Yeah, still to this day, unfortunately, but she's still striving along. She's actually gonna try her best to come watch me co-host the burlesque show on the 11th next month, February. So
has she been to a burlesque show before?
No.
Oh man.
So it's like you're in for a ride, Grandma.
You're in for a real treat.
But I'm like, that's the one person I'm worried about, like my set. But I'm still gonna go ahead and say whatever the fuck I want.
It's like you gotta give her like a little bit of a disclaimer.
Yeah, I've told her that too. Even I'm like, my jokes, I cuss a lot, and that's one thing with her. She doesn't like cuss words. So
yeah,
that's the main thing with her is like. But I think she'll be able to handle it.
Yeah, I think she'll just be happy to see you up there in general.
Yeah.
Do you think your experience, because we talked earlier that you had some experience with acting and doing plays, I would assume, or like
with the stand-up I have now, is what you're asking?
Yeah, because you said in high school you did some acting in high school.
I did.
Do you think that's helped?
I honestly, kind of looking back on it, I think, yeah, because it's helped eliminate a lot of stage fright. So same scenario, like first night Yoshi's, I was in a introduction to acting class in high school. So I went to Mid-City High School. But they didn't have an acting class there, so they had made me have a whole block over at Central High School, which was awesome, by the way, because my senior year was just this boring class, and then I get an hour and a half of the fun intro to acting class, and then I come back to Mid-City and I just play basketball for the rest of the day.
They have a gym there?
They do.
I did not know that. I've never been in there, so
it's a pretty nice looking gym. very like when the building was first built. It was just an outdoor court.
So do they have a basketball team? Do they play like?
They did not have a basketball team. So they didn't have since they didn't have a basketball team, what they did was they made the last block a basketball class for just whoever wanted to play basketball or just
just shoot around or whatever.
Just run games back and forth, 4-on-4, depending on who shows up, 5-on-5 sometimes. It was generally 4-on-4 though, so there was a lot of that. A lot of the kids treated it like street ball, of course, though.
Yeah, just no blood, no foul.
Yeah, no blood, no foul. Just if you called a foul wrong, you get argued against it for.
Yeah, I get it.
That kind of jazz. But going back to the acting,
like why basketball?
Yeah, right. Going back to the whole acting deal, like so the intro to acting class, we had a pantomime project. Are you familiar with pantomime by chance?
I'm not.
Okay, so it's essentially, if I can elaborate what it is correctly again, you're essentially kind of moving your body to a song and telling the story through your body to that song. And what it was, the song we had picked out, me and my group of friends, was "When I'm 64" by the Beatles. I'm pretty sure is what it was.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure it was pretty much about like the grandpa pretty much trying to enjoy the rest of his time with his family before he passed away. Mm-hmm. So I play as the grandpa.
Okay.
So, and then once I got on, after like weeks of rehearsing it and all that, like I was feeling pretty, I'm like, this is gonna go all right. And then like when I was like behind, like backstage, like the shivers again, much like at Yoshi's.
Yeah,
like,
it hit you.
Like it was worse the very first time. Like, but like once I like went out there, the grandpa starts out with a strut, kind of like with a cane. So that's what I did. As soon as that strut, like as soon as I had that like strut going on toward the center of the stage,
where you got in the zone a little bit.
Yep, it was gone.
Yeah.
And I felt it, and then it was just the lights were so bright, it just felt like nobody was there.
Oh yeah, with the lights. Yeah, when you're on a stage with, like that's how it is. Have you been to Dubuque yet?
No, and I really need to get out there.
When you go to Dubuque, you don't see anyone. It's so bright.
Like, at all?
No.
Is this like the comedy bar?
Yeah, the comedy bar. Okay. It's so bright up there, you don't see shit. It's weird. The first time I went up there, I was like, oh, I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah.
I haven't been up there in a while since they changed the nights around and did the tomato show. And
it's just hard for me to get out there on a weekday with like family at home, dude. And just was working a 40-hour-a-week job.
Yeah. If you're gonna go anywhere, I like the comedy bar. The comedy bar is good. I don't know. I'm kind of a little bit more of a fan of going to Cedar Rapids.
Okay, I've been wanting to check out Cedar Rapids too. Even
Lucky Cat's really cool. Just because I really like Haley. Haley's super cool that runs the Lucky Cat.
There's still a lot of people I gotta meet. Like all these names.
Yeah, dude. Like, yeah. And then Carson in Iowa City.
Carson
Tuttle.
Okay, I've heard of that name. Another name.
He did the Buffalo show.
Okay.
He headlined the Buffalo show the last time they did it.
Gotcha. When you guys do the Buffalo shows, is it just right there in that like big gymnasium place, or is it like the city hall, or where is it?
It's right next to that.
Right next to it. Okay.
Yeah, it's the community center.
Okay.
And
it's a very small town. That's why I asked.
Yeah, there's not much going on in that town, so which is a good thing because everybody comes to the comedy show.
Yeah, for sure.
The only thing I don't like about it is they have like restrictions and rules of stuff you can't say, as Shane knows.
Yeah. I saw that he just got banned from there. I'm like, why?
Yeah, it's
well, did like the mayor herself or whoever?
Yeah, the mayor was there.
I'll tell you what.
But some people complained to the mayor.
Okay. That's different.
It was a whole thing.
That's different. Alrighty.
But he was warned. They were all warned. People were crossing the line anyway, and he just jumped way over the line. I wasn't there, but I heard he just didn't filter anything. He just went for it.
I only asked if like the mayor herself or himself. I can't.
Herself.
Okay. Yeah. I remember her So me and my buddy, we actually do deck hockey in that gymnasium, like just practice during the winter time. And like after every session, like we'll come back to the gym and it looks different. There's a hole in this part of the wall. There's a hole in this part of the wall, and it's not us. So it's either a different like hockey group going up there to play with, or it's just some like a different group of people going in there and ruining it too. And then I just remember one day like we showed up to actually play, and she was there, and she was all, "Oh, hey, I'm the mayor," and started going over like, "Yeah, we just painted these walls and plastered these holes, so we got to be really careful about what's going on around here." And just it was just a whole conversation for me and my buddy on the way back to Davenport.
Being the mayor in a small town would be really weird. I feel like you would just have to find stuff to do.
It's how she came off too. Like it was just so headstrong.
I'm the mayor of Buffalo.
I'm the mayor of Buffalo, exactly.
Okay. Cool.
Small town mayor. Hot shot.
big time. That's funny. Holy shit! Yeah, that is.
Just hearing you go about like people complaining to her about like Shane's jokes. I'm like, that just reminds me of this now.
Yeah. And how long you been doing deck hockey?
I started in 2018, so this will be my 5th year playing.
Sweet.
I've been ranked up once and then ranked back down, but for what I'm ranked at, a lot of people say I'm a steal. So I mean, I could go play for a team like lower than what I am ranked, and they'd appreciate the shit out of it.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I actually last December, I was in the winter tournament, and generally it's a team of 9 people plus your goalie. Mm-hmm. But in the winter tournament, they actually made it a little bit fun. And I kind of like the fast paces of it. It's only 5 of you plus your goalie. So you got 3 on 3 out on the deck. You got 2 on the bench. So it's consistent, like line change. I actually won that entire tournament for my team.
Really?
It was a pretty good feeling. Finished with 8 goals, 4 assists. Had a hat trick in the championship.
How many games was it?
Let's see. So 3 pool play, 6 games altogether.
Yeah.
We tied the first game, which shouldn't have happened. And then like after like everybody was praising me in the chat for that entire tournament, like one of them started going on about that first game where we tied, and I was just like, we don't talk about that game anymore.
Let's not talk about that. Did you do any ice hockey or anything before that? Or?
So growing up, my brother Joshua and I actually were in like the Ice Eagles camp.
Okay.
Growing up, I did just the camp for it. I never like followed through with actually playing because for some reason growing up, dude, like I knew how expensive it was, gear plus the team fees and the stick alone.
It's insane. That's why I didn't play.
It's really insane. So just growing up, I took that into consideration. I was like, I don't want my parents to have to spend all this money on me just for me to play a sport.
That's considering me. I was the opposite. I was like, you guys aren't gonna. I got it. I get it now. I mean, it makes sense.
But my brother followed through, and he continued to actually play a lot of ice growing up. I think he went like 3 or 4 years of it. Yeah, it got to the point where he actually traveled, which was pretty cool. We went up to. We were up in Wisconsin, is where it was at. He had a whole hockey tournament up there, and he had a concussion in that tournament.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think it was like a bigger kid. It was a total accident.
Hockey's rough.
It is. And I mean, Joshua being only like, I think 4'7" at the time, being or 4'11" for a kid who's like at least 5'6", 5'7", to actually skate up on him and just clock him in the back of the head. I'm pretty sure that's how it went down. I mean, yeah, that'll knock you out.
Yeah.
But going back to ice again, so I didn't grow up playing ice, but in 2018, I started going like when Mallards were still here.
Oh yeah,
I started watching. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get back on the ice. That was the first. Okay, so I got all the gear. I felt so good. I bought it all myself, dude. Yeah. All the gear.
Yeah.
And then,
which is expensive.
I went to an open ice, like just to go skate around. I stepped in the ice, dude. My fucking legs were jelly. Like I was slipping and sliding, and
couldn't skate for shit.
I could not skate for shit. I had like 10 people come out to watch me. It was so embarrassing. my girlfriend would not stop giving me crap about it. Like, yeah, I'll get better at it, okay? and then when the second time I went back like a week later, I was skating just fine. I got the hang of it.
It's like kind of like riding a bike.
Yeah. You just gotta get used to it. And then my buddy Craig, he was addicted to deck hockey at the time being, and he saw that I was doing it. He was like, hey, have you ever thought about doing deck hockey?
Don't have to worry about skating.
So I was like, no, actually, I'd like to. And he put together a team. Easily the worst season of our life. Like, we won our first game, and it was a good first game, and then just it was a 12-game season. Won our first game, lost the remaining 11 games. Ooh. Very rough, very bad, rough season. And then we lost the losers playoff game just like that. So at first I didn't like deck hockey, and then like,
what did you not like about it?
At first, I gotta say, like, it was the team chemistry. It was not clicking together. Yeah. No, not at all. Like, nobody knew what they were doing, and we were playing in 4+. So I mean, that's like more like people know what they're doing in that division. Oh,
you're in the wrong league.
Yeah. We should have been like 1 or 2 down at least. Yeah. So,
that's kind of like slow pitch softball. Like, there's different levels. Like,
exactly.
Because some people take it way more seriously than others.
Mm-hmm. And then like one day, I actually had someone ask if I wanted to sub in a game lower. It's like, okay. It turns out like a bunch of these people went up to Waterloo for a deck hockey tournament, which rest in peace to their deck hockey court, because they tore it down last year.
Really?
Yeah, I've been up there for a tournament. It's a really cool setting, dude. It's just smacked right in the center of downtown Waterloo. So you got cars driving by, people walking by like, oh, what's going on over here? It was a vibe.
That's cool.
As opposed to like, it's Crow Creek.
Where you're kind of just secluded out there.
Secluded out there. Nobody really cares about what's going on, what you're playing. And then, so I
get a little bit of a crowd.
Yeah. Like easily, like more often than not. And cool. It was just one deck hockey rink. So
that's it.
It was more focused. Like instead of 2 here, you got 2 games going on. Yeah, there's 2 here, yeah. So yeah, no, it was more focused for people to actually watch you in Waterloo. But when I subbed for this team, like going back to the story, or division down, we lost that game unfortunately, but score was like 1-4.
Yeah.
No, it was 0-4, and like in the third period, that's when like the gears for me started kicking in. I scored a goal, and then I assisted this kid, and then I scored another goal. So we had them on like they were scared at that point, like, oh man, are they really going to score another one, make it 4-4 real quick? We had 5 minutes left, and I really tried my best to grind it out, but we couldn't get it done. But after the game, like the goalie on my team was like, dude, you're really good. You want to come sub for my team whenever you don't have anybody? And I started doing that. And that's when I saw the goals and assists coming in for me, and like just the teammate chemistry. It's just a matter of like finding a good group of guys to play with. Yeah, right level. Guys. Yeah.
Is it co-ed or is it just male?
It's co-ed. They have a women's division too.
Yeah.
So, and then of course, like if women want to play in like the supposed men's league or whatever, too, they can. Like
they don't care.
They can. They don't give a shit at all.
As long as you can handle it, yeah.
Like there's a female goalie who played as high as D3, 3+, I imagine, and she's fucking good, really good. I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but I know she's actually traveled and played for Team USA. I think ball hockey too.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's good.
I played a lot of street hockey when I was a kid. That was fun.
Street hockey, yeah. I've done a lot of that too.
We used to do that, yeah. Like we got the gloves and everything.
Yeah,
and
right.
Would get in little scuffles and yeah.
That was my brother's and I's favorite part growing up, just messing with each other, doing exactly that.
Yeah, just straight checking somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you said you went to Mid-City, then, so we talked a little bit about, anxiety before we started recording. When did you start to really experience anxiety, or have you always been kind of an anxious person?
Oh, I would say it definitely gradually got worse and worse and worse after high school. Okay. Just because, like, I wanted to go to college after high school, and I never did. Mm-hmm. And then, once everybody, pretty much school was back in session, I was like, well, what am I gonna do?
You kind of felt rushed and I need to be an adult and do something.
Yeah, I just felt that. So that's when all the feelings just started really eating at me, and it just got worse and worse and worse to the point where it just led to depression. And yeah.
You felt lost?
Very.
Yeah, you were just like, my friends are going to college. What am I supposed to be doing?
Yeah, at the time I just worked at Hy-Vee as a frozen dairy stocker, and like honestly,
Did you work during high school too?
yes, I did. And it was nice. I liked the feel. For some reason, I don't know. Like, I had a routine.
I liked working in high school.
Yeah, it was because it was like, all right, I'm off school, time to change into my work clothes.
Yeah,
and
the
go right to work.
routine, man. Yeah,
and that's what it was, dude.
and then you were out of that routine.
Yeah, and and another thing even is after I graduated and everything, I told my bosses at Hy-Vee at the time being like, if you guys need me to, like, I can start coming in early mornings and all that, and then they were all like,
It's
yeah,
more hours.
yeah, more hours. So like, yeah, well, once this guy starts school and this guy starts school, we're gonna probably see you working more during the day, like once everybody goes back to school. And then like the first week was kind of nice. Like I had 2 morning shifts, and then after that, I saw the decline. No more morning shifts.
Huh.
Not like at all. It was all night still, like night still. So I was still waking up, nothing to do all day, and then during that time period with nothing to do all day, I'm thinking, well, what the hell am I doing right now? And then that's when the anxiety kicks in,
And the depression.
and then the depression eventually came along. And the only morning shifts I really had was Sundays,
yeah.
and that was like big truck day. Go figure. That's when they really fucking need me.
Yeah. They just need you. They need an extra pair of hands to unload that truck.
I was just a body to that company anyway, realistically.
It was just a what?
I was just a body to that company.
Oh, yeah.
Realistically, I mean, I'm not very fond of Hy-Vee. Never really was.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. A lot of companies are like that, though. It's too bad. Yeah, it's... I've noticed that with the company I work at now. That's one of the reasons that I've stuck around.
Right.
Even when there's some times where I felt that way, but then I start to like talk to other people, and I'm like, oh, I don't have it that bad at all, you know.
See, and like I really try to like keep it going there, and then I just remember like one day and
Because you were still part time technically, right?
yeah, and I was even asking for full time too. They just weren't giving it to me either. And then like January 2017, I remember having like just the worst day there ever. And then funnily enough, my dad and my brother visited me on that day. And we're like, "How you doing, son?" I'm like, "This is awful.
Shitty.
This is stupid. This is shitty." And then next thing I know, they're like, "Christian, check on 12, please. Christian, check on 12." I'm like, and then I just told my dad, I'm like, "I'm putting in my 2 weeks when I get home." It's just so yeah, we got that done together. Finished out my 2 weeks there, and then I just went a month unemployed, which was kind of nice, honestly. I needed that because that alone
Reset.
it was a nice reset. I got to just stay home and like enjoy some video games for a little bit, and then like when it was time to go back to work, I felt really good about it, like a new beginning, you know. And that's what I'm looking forward to. Like now is like whatever job I land next. I'm looking forward to whatever comes.
So, at what point was it like too much? You said, because there was a point where it was like too much, where you were like, I need to get help, or was it your parents were like, hey, we should probably get him some help, or was it during when you were still working at Hy-Vee, or was it after, or
It was way before, for
way
sure.
before? Okay.
It was like August, I think. And it was like
After graduating high school.
like right after graduating, and I was
August, that was when everybody went back to school too.
August, yeah. So it was like right when everybody started going back. And I remember like during the summer of 2016, I actually had this girlfriend, and obviously her and I aren't together anymore. But like at first, like my dad thought like that was like a huge reason I was like depressed. And I was like, no, it isn't. And then eventually her and I broke up, and then like I noticed all the feeling going. I'm like, oh, this feels good. But not even a week later, it was all back. So it wasn't that. So and then that's just when it went really went downhill from there.
Yeah. So, did you start on any medication at that time? Because I know we talked a little about medication and
They had me on fluoxetine.
Yeah.
Prozac.
Yeah.
Pretty simple stuff. And then they had like this generic Xanax. Back then it was called Aprozalum or something like that too. I've noticed the
clonazepam or
it's a really it's like a weird word, but
I know what you're talking about. The generic version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember just like taking those medications. And there was actually another medication too that I've been on all of my life too. I forgot what that one was called, but it was like more of an accelerator. It was like more for my ADHD growing up.
Okay.
But like once I started taking fluoxetine and that medicine at the same time, dude, like it was like I'd be at work just like overthinking, mad anxiety. Like I'd be like itching my head, like just itchy. Like it was
weird.
Yeah, it was like, and then we talked to my doctor and then he felt like maybe this medicine is counteracting this one, so we're gonna eliminate what you've been taking all your life. So that's when they just set me on fluoxetine for a bit, and it took forever for that to adjust. It's a love-hate relationship with that medication for sure.
I understand. I was on it for a long time, at least consistently, from like 14 to like early 20s at least.
Mm-hmm.
So I was on that for a while. That was the first thing they put me on when... I wouldn't say the first thing. Right. I think they tried me on something else. Well, at first, they misdiagnosed me. I think I've talked about this in like a really old episode, but they misdiagnosed me as bipolar.
Okay.
When I was inhibiting OCD, anxiety, depression, all mixed into one. Well, OCD is an anxiety disorder anyway, so that was kind of one and the same. But yeah, I wouldn't have like those mood swings like that, you have when you're bipolar. It was like weird. Like the first psychiatrist I saw was like it was the flavor of the month, like to diagnose people with bipolar. My parents got a really bad vibe. I mean, I was young, I didn't really know, but my parents got a really bad vibe from this lady, and like she wanted to like put me on bipolar meds. Like within like 10 or 15 minutes of meeting me.
Jesus.
And like, yeah, she must have been getting quite a kickback or just something.
Jumping the gun.
It was weird. Yeah. And my parents were like, we know people who are bipolar. He's not bipolar. Like, we at least know that.
Right.
And
it's
so,
obvious.
Yeah.
It's very obvious.
Yeah. So I started seeing this other guy for a while. And that's when I got put on Prozac. And I was on Prozac for a long time. But
And Prozac isn't bad. It just it takes forever
a lot of people
for it to start working.
Yep, it could take up to 4 to 6 weeks.
I know,
it's insane.
It's ridiculous. And I've been on and off it, and there's just times where I don't even take it. I'm not even taking it right now. I know my brother gets on me about it. It's just, oh man, and I know I should be on it, but it is when you're impatient like me with like that, when you just want to feel better. I don't want to wait that long.
It's tough. It's really tough to deal with SSRIs. Those are... Because it's not just Prozac that's like that. There's other medications that are SSRI.
And see the Aprozalum or generic Xanax is what I'm just going to call it that for now.
Yeah.
Like taking that, just like one alone. Like, and you didn't have to take it every day. It was just as needed.
Yeah, you just don't want to get carried away with that one. That's for sure.
No, not at all.
Especially if you're drinking with it.
Yeah.
Talk about blackouts, man. I have heard some wild stories, or some stories that people don't know how to tell because they don't know what happened. They know what people have told them happened. But yeah,
it works, dude. Even if it's just like a small dose too.
Yeah.
Like it helps.
Like a 0.5 or like a 1 milligram or...
Yeah. I actually remember like taking one like... because I needed it, like, at work, when I was still at Hy-Vee.
Yeah.
And then I was, like, talking to my friend. He was just like, dude, you look high as shit. I'm like, I promise you, I've never touched marijuana in my life yet.
Yeah, this is pre
This is just I'm just high legally, is what I tell them.
Yeah. It can definitely make you not care about a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, just like taking it, like I definitely felt like the smile on my face too. It definitely was like it was a nice feeling. But like you mentioned, don't abuse it for sure.
Yeah, because it can be used as abused as an escape, because that's basically We talked about that with my episode, the last episode I did with Zach Nielsen. He's a therapist, and we talked about escapism and like escaping things, escaping reality, and people use all kinds of things to do that. Like when I was younger, we were talking about video games earlier. I used video games to escape reality all the time.
You see, like growing up, that was like the easiest thing for me because
such an easy thing.
I had more time for it. I grew up playing all the single player games that I love. All time favorites, BioShock. I don't know if you played that series.
I know what you're talking about. I didn't play it, but I know a lot of people who love that game.
It's so good.
I've met a lot of people who love it.
And supposedly there's supposed to be a Netflix series coming out for it, too.
Oh, really?
And that was announced last year, and nothing else has been said about it. So, I mean, we're going to see if that's true or not. And I've heard The Last of Us on HBO is really good, and the game itself growing up, dude, it's really good, too.
I've heard good things.
It had a good multiplayer, too.
It did?
Yeah. It was just, you were... So the Fireflies, and then the Hunters. Fireflies being the good guys, Hunters being the bad guys. You just pretty much... you're like a small map, and you just scavenge for supplies while looking out for the opposing team. They had two game modes. One was survivors, and then another one was like reinforcements, where you get 20 lives throughout each team.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, you could
like divide it out through the team.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean,
so one person could die 10 times.
Yeah. So one person can die 10 times and ruin it for everybody else. and I've had that happen to me so many times growing up, dude.
Speaking of series, you had me watch a show. I've only watched the first episode, but Alice in Borderland.
Yes. And how do you like it so far?
I mean, I only saw the first episode, and I was like, this is wild. It was good.
So it's not necessarily, it's very similar to Squid Game, but it's not Squid Game.
I never watched Squid Game.
Okay.
I'm really hesitant to watch certain things that are in a different language because I don't like reading subtitles.
I got you.
I don't hate it because I've gotten used to reading subtitles because I actually put them on anyway. Some people that bothers. Even with like English, I use subtitles just because.
Did you watch Alice with the Japanese with subtitles though?
I did.
Okay. Did you like it?
Yeah, at first I watched it with the English over like the voiceovers, and I was like, it's
the lip reading is off.
It's weird. I can't do it.
That's why I was like, you got to watch it with the subtitles in Japanese language.
Sometimes the subtitles are too quick, and I'm not the fastest reader.
Netflix is pretty good about that.
Yeah,
like you don't have to.
There was a couple times I had to pause.
Yeah,
and
that's okay too.
Yeah,
like once you get it down, like,
I'll get used to it the more I watch it. Yeah, but. I can definitely, the main character, like, starting off, he was just like...
Arisu, yeah.
Yeah, he's just like, his brother's like, you're a parasite. Like, you're not doing shit with your life. I'm done with helping you with getting a job. Yeah. Dad's done with it.
And his brother even came into, he was like, you're going to be late for your job interview. And, it's funny.
Like, he missed the job interview.
He did. You're right. What's funny is like his brother walking in on that, like...
It reminds you of your brother or what?
It just reminds me, just that scene specifically, it just reminds me of like of my brother Joshua just barging like, hey, I'm going here, and I'm just in my pajamas still playing fucking video games.
Yeah.
That scene alone just reminded me of that, and I just started laughing. I took a picture. I'm like, dude, this is you and I 6 years ago. Easily.
Yeah. And he's younger.
Yeah.
So it's like the opposite. Yeah. Well, you can't. I don't know the age difference. They don't really go over that.
He's
or do they later?
Or what's that?
The age difference between the two brothers. If he's older, or
I don't even know.
They don't even cover
I still
that.
don't even know who's older and who's not. I don't even think they even elaborate that.
Yeah, they don't. It's no point really.
Yeah. But I mainly wanted you to check out this show. I mean, like the first episode is like, holy shit, you know. Like, and then like once you finish the first season, it's like, I can't wait to see what happens next. And then like
just season 2 is just totally different.
Season 2, it's like it's the same thing, but like once you get to that last episode, which I won't go into it, dude. Yeah. It's a life lesson.
Yeah,
100% a life lesson.
Did they finish on season 2? Are they done? Or are they going to continue?
I don't know. They had a pretty heavy cliffhanger at the end of that last episode.
Oh, really?
So I mean, I don't see how they would continue it. But with that cliffhanger, I'm still wondering how do they do it? Like, how are they going to continue it?
When was this show done? Like, I didn't look to see how old. I know it's not that old, but
so I think 2019 was when 2019 or 2020 the first season came out, and it was actually based off of anime. my guess is it didn't work out as an anime originally, and it was still called Alice in Borderland. They only did 3 episodes.
Okay.
And then they made it a live action, which honestly, I'm glad they did a live action.
Yeah, I'm not a big anime guy. I never have been.
And you see, that's why I'm on Netflix just checking out all these random live action Korean and Japanese shows, is because, dude, the Korean and like Japanese, they know what they're doing with their shows, like emotions and all that. Truthfully,
yeah.
And that's just me. I'm a sucker for that kind of shit. So of course I'm just being biased. But
yeah, I want to go to Japan like so bad. That'd be awesome.
I've actually been to Japan.
You have?
15 years ago. We didn't really get to explore because, I mean, we were in Okinawa, but just being in the airport, dude, the vibe, beautiful. They had neon signs in the airport, all that.
Yeah.
I remember this was our trip to the Philippines. We were actually flying too, and then we had to go back too.
That's a long flight.
But I remember like we were hungry at the airport waiting for our next flight to, I believe, was Detroit, Michigan. And I just remember my mom ordering these 2, I'm like, this is the size of the fucking bowl, big ass bowls of just ramen
like
with like
boats.
Like a huge, but like
it's a round bowl.
Yeah, like a whole round bowl,
those
like
big ass bowls. Yeah.
She ordered 2 of those, and it was like ramen and chicken broth and eggs, and oh my god,
like a pho bowl.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was dude, this thing was like at least 12 or 14 inches in diameter. Oh,
just ramen.
Bowl. Just ramen, dude.
Oh.
This is a reminder. Update spreadsheet.
Alexa, stop. Whoops. But yeah, you were going to the Philippines, or you were in the Philippines coming back.
Yep.
And
that's when we got that big ass bowl of ramen.
And
I can't remember like the taste exactly, but I just remember it being like one of the best things I've ever had there.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
I'd love to go back and just explore Japan and just
as an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heard it's wild. Like there's just a lot going on. A lot of people.
Yeah. So many people. I feel like you have to go there knowing some sort of language to get yourself around.
Even in that show, in the first episode, I noticed. I don't know how realistic I would assume they were showing realistic signs, but some of the signs had English on them.
They had like, I mean, like they had like a Starbucks sign, like McDonald's, all that stuff going on in that big city. Yeah. So. I would probably just go to. I mean, I would assume I'd just go to Tokyo and see. We were in Okinawa, and that's where we had landed when we had to go to Japan or go to the Philippines. We landed in Okinawa and then to the Philippines, and then same route back home, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard that. What's that flight like? 20 hours or something? It's just insane. Like 18.
Well, the Detroit, Michigan flight to Okinawa itself, I believe, was like 17.
Yeah, it's just so long. I've never been. The most I've been on a plane was like 8 hours. And Hawaii.
I can't tell you how much airplane food I wasted just because of like the jet lag and just like not wanting to eat because like I got like sick up there.
I don't do that well on airplanes. I get motion sickness.
And I think that's what it was. Like.
Yeah,
I'll ride a roller coaster and all that, but something about
I can't even do that.
Man,
sucks.
I'm sorry.
I've tried. I tried. It ruins my day.
Yeah, I believe it.
It sucks. I'm a water park guy.
There you go.
For that reason.
But I just remember like they'll bring me my food and like, looking back on it as an adult, like man, I would have really ate all that food if I was hungry, but like this entire trip, dude, I don't want to eat anything. I hated it.
Yeah, because you were all.
I think it was just a feeling of constant.
How old were you at that time, though?
10.
Yeah,
I'm 25 now, so it was just 15 years ago.
Yeah, that age. That's a really weird age too. Yeah,
my brother was only 6 or 7 at the time too. So
yeah,
no, the Philippines, it's not bad.
Different,
very different. I feel bad for him. It's a very polluted little place, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah. I actually, when my brother and I were there, we got eaten up by mosquitoes too, and like, it got to the point where I got an infection. I'm like, and then the lady was just like, "Would you ever come back to the Philippines?" And then I'm just like, as a kid, I don't know how to answer that question.
Yeah.
But like as an adult now, I'm like, well, yeah, absolutely. It's my mom's home. I'll come back.
Yeah.
You know. Plus,
she has family there.
Yeah, she has a lot of family there. We brought her mom here in America back, I think 2008. And then it was just on and off, like her getting homesick, going back to the Philippines, coming back home for health reasons, back to the Philippines because, homesick, and then back. And then in 2013, that's when she had a unfortunate stroke, and she was just in a nursing home the rest of her life until her passing. But I mean, it's not like we just left her in the nursing home. We checked in on her every day.
Yeah.
My mom made Filipino food the way she liked it and all that. So, but yeah, majority of her family's still in the Philippines.
Oh, so your grandma passed away here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this was back in 2018.
Okay.
So, no, the Philippines is like, just like, I can faintly remember it being 10 years old. So, mind you, me and my brother, we're only half Filipino, okay? Mm-hmm. So, my mom giving us each 100 pesos. She goes, you guys can walk down the street and kind of see what's going on. Me and my brother just got these looks from every Filipino down the street. They're just like, these two aren't from around here. Just looking at us.
Yeah.
And then my brother's just like, why are they looking at us? I'm like, let's just keep walking forward.
Yeah.
And dude, 100 pesos comes a long way in the Philippines.
Really?
Yeah, like you can go, I think my brother and I got like these chicken teriyaki sticks down there or whatever. I'm just going to call them that. And they were only like 5 pesos each. So, no, a lot goes on down there, and like my mom would just give us like pesos to have fun money with too.
Yeah.
So
everything's pesos.
Yeah.
Because pesos is Mexico too. So it's like they're not anywhere near Mexico.
Yeah.
I wonder how the peso.
And ironically enough, I get mistaken for being a Mexican too. All the time, dude.
So does Mike Adrales.
Yeah, right? And then I just got to tell them, I'm just like, dude, I'm Filipino. I just look like I speak Spanish.
Yeah.
But I don't. I don't even know how to speak Tagalog.
Yeah. I took Spanish in high school for 2 years and 1 year or a semester in college. And I know a little bit.
Yeah.
I can, but no, I can't like get by. Even.
Right, yeah.
Like I can't even... Yeah.
Like if someone like asked you something like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Like, and I was like, slow down.
Yeah.
Like on Billy Madison when he's like that scene where he's like learning Spanish or he's trying to learn a different language, like, slow down.
Yeah.
And then the guy says it again, he's like, oh.
There's this video of like this guy who's Asian too. I don't know what sort, but like he's just talking in English. And he goes up to this Japanese guy who just got done like playing like in this it was either like an anime convention or like a gaming tournament of sort. And he says something very simple to him. He's like, hey, you did a really good job. And then the guy's like, yeah, thank you. And then he's just like, he says something in that guy's language. And then this guy just delivers a full-on fledged sentence back, and he just has the microphone in his hand. He looks at the camera, like, all right, I don't know what the fuck this guy just said to me.
Well,
just blunt as fuck.
I wasn't expecting full response.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said like he mentioned something about like a humble family like in his language or something, and then he full-fledged sentence. Yeah, he's like, I don't know what he just said. But he was like, I don't know what the fuck.
I was just making small talk. Yeah. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, I wish I would have stuck with Spanish, dude, because next to English in America, it's the next spoken language.
Yeah. I would have loved to learn Spanish growing up.
I had a really good teacher for 2 years. And unfortunately for her, but unfortunately for me, she had a kid and took some time off from teaching. And I was like, and then I had another teacher, and I was like, I don't like this teacher. And so I just stopped taking Spanish, and I was in Spanish club for a while, and yeah, so shout out Senora Smith. She was fucking super cool.
Shout out, you cool lady.
Yeah. And then she came back after I left, of course.
Right, that's how it goes.
Yeah, so I think my sister might have had her for a little bit. But yeah, I remember people taking French. I'm like, when are you going to use this?
You see, that's
you going to move to France?
That's also a thing about French is like some people just get thrown into a French class, like me growing up in middle school. Like I was just thrown. I'm like, I didn't sign up for this. And then like, of course, I don't remember any of the stuff I learned from that class because it was just a one It was like a 45-minute class. You learn so much.
Yeah, even if I took 4 years, I still wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
It's a very rich on the tongue language too, I feel. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I could roll the R's though. I could do.
Yeah,
all
I can
that
do
stuff.
that too. My girlfriend can't, and it pisses her off.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I remember people in class like they couldn't roll their R's, and I was like,
yeah, I'll be there. I'm like, and then my girlfriend will be
like, it's not that difficult. You're trying too hard.
it's like she'll be like da 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 da. I'm like, no.
No. Yeah, I think Arabic would be really tough.
Yeah.
There's just
Growing up with gaming, you meet a lot of Arabic people too, and
yeah.
honestly, there's some of the coolest people you meet on the internet too. They really are.
People from India. Yeah, I've met a lot of cool people from India.
They're just really kind of nice. Like I remember just being in like this one like gaming server on this game of like Rec Room, and I was being a dick. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, "What's up, stupids?" Being really rude.
Yeah.
And then this Arabic guy goes, "Hey, we're not cussing or
we're
anything
not doing
like that."
here.
Yeah. And I'm just like, he goes, "This is an Arabic server." Like, oh, well, I apologize. I appreciate you at least coming up. To
I
me
didn't
and
know the
being nice.
vibe. I didn't know the vibe.
Yeah. So after that,
You got checked.
I got put in check, and then after that, he thought I was cool, and then yeah. So no, they're really kind. Overall, they're really kind.
And their
people.
food is fire.
Yes. Indeed.
So good. But you got to watch on the spicy level. I can do spicy, but their spicy is...
It's ridiculous. It's beyond like...
It's...
They got 5-year-olds just biting into the hottest pepper in the fucking world, I imagine.
Dude, it's just so much. I remember like the first time I had Indian food, which is not that long ago. And I remember ordering like... I was like, I won't get as spicy as it's supposed to be because I know I wouldn't want that. But I was like, I'll get like halfway spicy. That should be fine. No. I need like a 3 out of 10, and that's good enough because 5 out of 10 was like I'm slamming water the whole time.
Exactly.
It's a lot of spices.
I think I've had like a Indian curry once, and I remember it being good for what it is. Yeah,
it's really good. Chicken curry is good.
I mean, yeah, that's easily one of my favorite dishes to make, and I can make it 2 ways. I can do it just chicken curry with rice, or lately
gotta have rice.
What's that?
Gotta have rice.
Yeah. I can do it that way, which my girlfriend prefers, or I can do a chicken curry soup too, which is pretty much the same thing, but you add chicken broth and seasonings, everything that you like, and then I add ramen to it. I wanted to do like udon noodles, but I didn't want to like get it and then not have it be good, so I just stuck with ramen.
Because you know how to do it.
That, and it's just a noodle I'm familiar with,
Yeah. How long, when did you start getting into cooking, and is that therapeutic for you?
Yes, actually. So I kind of forced myself to like really start like cooking more. Like once I bought our house in Rock Island, moved me and my almost 4-year-old son in, and just kind of from there, I knew a little bit of stuff already, like simple stuff like burgers and just shit like that. But then like I was like, this is just. You can't keep doing this stuff. You want to expand what you make. So I've just began teaching myself a little bit of everything. And there's still times where I go on Google and I just look up foods too, dude.
Yeah.
Like I recently did a chili for the first time, and I had to Google it. So I pretty much what I do is I'll go off what the instructions say, and I'll get the seasonings at once. Or if there's a seasoning or certain food I don't like added to it, I'll take it out. And then I'll just alter it my way. And then
add your little twist.
Exactly. And then trying out chili for the first time, dude, it was super fucking good. Really good. Like to the point where like, all right, my friend's coming over real quick. He's taking some of this home and he's gonna eat it and he's gonna like it. And sure as shit, he fucking loved it, dude.
How are you on the tomatoes? I'm real big on the chunky tomatoes. Some people aren't it.
You don't like chunky tomatoes?
I do.
You do like chunky?
Yeah. Some people are.
So I
more diced.
I think that's what I did was diced.
Yeah.
I don't want them to be too chunky. I know it's just too much for me, like a consistency.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, otherwise, like, yeah, I won't bite into a fucking tomato whole though. Like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
But like diced, yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I did diced tomatoes.
My mom used to eat tomatoes with just like she'd cut them up and just put salt on them.
I think with the chili I did Rotel diced tomatoes with the I think I did
with the chilies in it.
I think it was green chilies. Sometimes I'll do serrano if I want spice.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like trying out chili for the first time, that was fun. I'd love to do it in like a big pot outside sometime, just like in the cold winter. Something about it's just this nostalgic, just from my uncle Kevin making it. His fucking chili's spicy.
Yeah,
it's super spicy. I wouldn't be able to handle like back then, but like now I'd be able to.
So is that your dad's brother then?
Sort of.
A friend?
Sort of, yeah.
I feel like you have a lot of uncles that are not directly blood related, like Stevie Mo, kind of.
So, yeah, no, my uncle Kevin, he's definitely family, but not like, bro, like he didn't come from the same mom.
Got it.
Yeah, so different family.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Because because Stevie Mo always calls you his nephew.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if he was...
I got a lot of uncles now. Like just him and I going back and forth with the whole Unc and Few thing. And there's like people going, are you guys actually related? I'm like, nope. Just a real good friend of my dad's.
No, I'm not.
But I mean, at this point,
I'm not that white trash.
Just to an extent. I gotta have some Filipino trash in my system too.
Yeah. I've known Stevie for like over 10 years.
Do you want to know how Stevie like introduced himself to me?
I would love to hear that.
So when this is when I worked at Crawford, and like it was my break. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go get a snack from the vending machine, and then Stevie walks up. It's like my first or second time seeing him, and he just looks at me. He's like, yo, I got a thing for you, and I'm just like,
he got real weird.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh yeah, is it my hair? Because I'm like that too. And people are with me, I'm gonna be right fucking.
If you're gonna get weird, I'll get weird right with you.
He just goes, yeah, I like my little Asian boys like you. I'm just like, all right, grab my snack and went right back to my chair. Like, this is weird enough for me. And then that's when I found out that him and my dad were close. I'm like, okay.
He was just messing with you.
Yeah, my dad. Either he was messing with me himself, or my dad fucking told him to do it.
Yeah. How long were you at Crawford?
So I started at Crawford late 2020, and this was when I was in the brew factory. Like, not brew factory. They're like where they do the brew, like weld their brew tanks and all that. Mm-hmm. And I was just a tradesman, so I just did all the basic stuff like acid clean and all that stuff. And I think the coolest part about working on the brew tanks actually was the part where you have to climb inside of the tank, and it's just a little like manhole, mind you. So you got to climb in from the bottom, and it's on like this like rotisserie type of deal. So you're in that thing, standing up, spinning the thing in circles, like cleaning where you need to. The hardest part was just getting like the sticker that keeps the inside cleaned. Because like once you get that off.
So what were you actually making? When you're describing this to me, I'm like, I'm not sure exactly what you're making. So
it's like just the brew tanks, like for beer.
Oh, for beer.
Yeah, for beer. I should have mentioned that immediately. But yeah, it's like it's like there's like small ones, big ones. Like there's even some like really like heavy like XXLs too.
Yeah,
like 30 barrels, 50 barrels. It was cool. Being inside the tank though, like when I had to have like one of those like respiratory masks on.
Yeah.
Because like that adhesive remover just stinks up the inside of it so quick,
and it will destroy your body.
Yeah. I was taking my mask off for a second, like, woo, I gotta get out of here for a second.
Yeah, lightheaded.
Lightheaded. And then once the inside's cleaned, you take it off the rotisserie, and then so it's like taking it off. You can do it like two ways. Like you can have one end of it be attached to a strap by the forklift, or you can do it like another way with the two jibs. And pretty much it's just standing it up, and then the next process is just taking it over to the grate area, so I can rinse it off, clean out the inside, and that's when I water test them for pressure. Mm-hmm. Like you pretty much fill the entire inside up with water, let it sit a day. Next day, check for any water marks on the floor, see if it dripped, and then after that, it's just it all gets sent back into the water tank we have. They have a water tank solely, so we're not just like wasting money on water, filling it up, and then just draining it right into the sewer, you know?
Yeah, so you're reusing it.
Yeah, reusing the same water, essentially.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, and then after that gets done, it gets cleaned out and rinsed.
Sanitized and stuff, yeah.
And then it just goes to the shipping, receiving until further notice. It's a cool process. And I've only done that for about 4 months.
All the breweries that's popped up.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know Nerd Speak has a few brew tanks in their building. The Nerd Speak sign outside of the building we've done.
Oh, really?
At Crawford, yep. And then a few of the brew tanks that Nerd Speak has now, I've actually been inside a couple of those and cleaned those out and water tested them.
Inside your tanks.
Yeah, so like just going there like back in July, I think, like last year, just like going to Nerd Speak for the first time, I'm like,
that place is cool.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I was inside of one of those tanks at one point,
Yeah.
you know? It was cool.
And then drinking the beer that was inside one of your tanks.
Yeah. For the first time, dude. It was a good feeling. It was cool.
Yeah.
Like, just like the amount of work that gets put into it, too.
I'm sure.
But I did about 4 months at Brew, and then the work really started to slow down for me. Like, I was just sweeping and shit at that point. And then they were just like, hey, this one tradesman's gonna be done here soon, so we're gonna move you down there so you can like learn a little bit more down there. And that's when all of like work just started picking up and all that too. So my time there was good. I decided,
burn out.
I decided I was done, especially just the thought of like you know, working. The tough part is like my dad worked there for years. And years.
I was gonna say, was that have something to do with it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just his, like, once he passed, I had like maybe 3 weeks to myself, and then when I came back, it was rough.
It was not the same.
It was not the same at all. So
he was there for a while too, right?
Yeah. I don't want to quote and say it was 10 years.
Roughly, I think though.
Yeah. But when I came back, it just got hard, dude, because there's times where there wasn't anything to do.
Oh.
So I'm just stuck sweeping and cleaning, and at that point, I'm just thinking about my dad, you know?
Yeah, it's staying busy, man.
Yeah, like just
keeping the mind occupied.
Yeah, having something to do, and it was just rough to stay busy there. And it just got to the point where I was like calling in sick.
And you didn't want to be that guy.
Yeah, I didn't want to be that guy, you know, and even when I was busy working, like I'd just be lifting my head up, looking around, just wondering when he's gonna walk by like he used to.
Yeah,
you know, even if it wasn't,
because he was in the office.
Yeah, he was in the office, but I mean, generally he comes out. He was IT, so he comes out and checks on how the laser machines are going. He talks to the laser guys, goes upstairs, talks to the foreman and all of them, make sure their stuff is all good and running.
Yeah,
make sure shipping and receiving is all good too. So it just gradually got more and more difficult being used to like seeing him walk by and say something stupid like, go get your fucking shine box, and then just not having that anymore.
Yeah. He was such a shit talker.
He was. And and I vented this to Stevie too, and he even said he still waits every fucking day for that guy to walk by and say something dumb to him too.
Yeah, you know? I don't know how Stevie's doing it. And I was really worried about Stevie for a while there.
Me too. I was worried about everyone.
Yeah. It was just such a... Yeah.
Like once he passed, dude, like I had no idea how many people he treated as a brother, a sister.
Yeah.
Or even just like one of his kids, much like me and my brother, you know?
Yeah.
Like he was there for fucking everyone. And I'm just really trying my best to do exactly that for anyone right now in my life, anybody that I meet along the way, and honestly, for anybody listening to me right now.
Yeah, and he was not only on the podcast, he was actually a fan of the podcast. I knew he was a fan of the podcast, but people always tell me, I listen to the podcast, or I like or not even that they listen to, that they're a fan and they like what I'm doing.
And I did listen to that podcast, and he seemed very happy just to do that with you, dude.
Because he actually did listen, and one of my favorite things that Shane ever told me was that he listened to my podcast more than his, and I was like, yes. I was like, eat shit, Shane. Just as like a funny thing, because like, yeah, I remember, people just like that a couple people that I didn't even realize they were connected to your dad somehow, like,
Yeah.
reached
Like,
out to me or I talked to, and they were like, oh yeah,
Like,
I knew that guy. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, right.
he just knew
He
everybody.
knew everyone, dude.
Yeah, he just talked to everyone.
Like, to the point where there was like I'm pretty sure there was a whole Quad City Times article on him too, even, right?
I think so.
I imagine, yeah.
I don't know if there was I can't remember.
I
A
know
lot went on during that time.
I know there was an article on it, and I read it. It was a pretty good read.
Yeah.
It was a really nice read.
And, yeah, I just remember I was going to record a podcast that day, and it was with Yoshi. And I messaged Yoshi, and I said, Yoshi, we should probably not do the podcast today. I don't think it's a good time to do it.
Yeah.
And he's like, and then he called me because I didn't know Yoshi that well at this
Right.
time. I've just gotten to know him really, and I was friends with him on Facebook. Just we were mutual friends with a lot of the
Yeah.
same people, just because he was doing the comedy shows. We were doing the comedy shows. there.
Yoshi's a good guy.
Yeah,
Him and his entire family. His mom is the biggest sweetheart, easily. That
I
entire
can
family's
imagine,
great,
yeah. He is, he's just, and I respect that dude's hustle so hard,
Me
man.
too.
It's
I don't-
so awesome to see him doing
Right
all
now,
the stuff
right
he's
now,
doing.
I don't think I know a harder worker than him.
Yeah, dude.
Honestly, he's on the
He's
the
a beast.
constant move. Yeah,
He's on a different level, and I love it. But I had never talked to him on the phone ever.
yeah.
And he calls me on Facebook because he didn't have my number.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, shit. And he's like, why? He's like, he didn't know.
Yeah.
And I had to tell him, I was like,
I'm pretty sure, because it's funny, like the butterfly effect. I'm pretty sure once you told him that, was it a brief phone call, I imagine?
very brief.
I'm pretty sure after he called you, that's when he called me.
Yeah.
Because he called me, he's like, is this fucking true?
Yeah.
And I just, dude, my fucking voice was already trembling and my eyes were bawling. I was just like, yeah, dude. Yeah,
It's true.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm really sorry, dude.
Yeah. I was like, I'm sorry. I barely even know you. We were going to get to know each other on
Yeah,
doing
it's
the
like
podcast.
It's like, yeah, at this point.
But I couldn't be like,
Yeah.
I had to tell him, like, and,
You couldn't sugarcoat it. You had to have your reason to.
yeah, and I could tell he's not a sugarcoating kind of guy anyway. I knew that much.
Yeah.
And especially after I know him now, he's a straight shooter. That's for sure. He's just like, he puts it all out there.
Yeah. He's a good guy to be straightforward with.
Yes. Yes. Man, did you listen to the episode I did with him?
With Yoshi?
Yeah.
I don't believe I have yet.
You should. It's wild.
Okay.
Well, you probably know some of his story anyway. How he like almost went to prison for like the rest of his life.
I think I've heard that one very faintly. I don't know all
He
the
goes in
details to it. He
depth.
goes into depth.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will have to check that one out then.
Oh my God. I was like, this is wild. Yeah, that dude.
I've really
Talk about being grateful to be free, man.
Yeah. I really started getting more into the podcast, like listening, like once my dad passed. Like I listened to Stevie's and Yoshi's and Brad's at Yoshi's.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
the one before open mic, and that was a fun. They were more or less like fucking around in that one and
Oh, yeah.
just having a good time. And then I listened to yours and his, and that one just broke me down. Especially like once he starts talking about me,
Yeah.
I
haven't been able to go back and listen. I will, though. It's just, I was like, And then, and I wasn't going to be like, oh, yeah, go listen to this episode if you want to. It's like, remember him, like, yeah, it's cool to listen to him and you get to hear his voice, but at the same time, it's like the subject matter throws me off.
Yeah, and that's
where I'm at.
Me,
like,
dude. It's like, how ironic is the best way to put it.
Yeah, because like when I heard about what happened and somebody told me, and I was like, we just talked about this.
Yeah, man.
3 months ago, dude. And when I called Yoshi just started like swearing and like yelling.
Yeah, no, he was exactly like that on the phone with me too.
Yeah, and
there was a lot of mixed feelings from everybody on that day.
Yeah, and then we did the mic, man. That was like super like
Brad's stupid friend. I won't never forget that show.
Well, there was that show, but we did the mic that
night at Skylark. That's right.
It was the first Skylark show.
Yeah.
And Stevie almost canceled it. He's like, no.
See, and I told Stevie, like, Stevie actually came over to my...
You told him not to?
No, he was a surprise. So I was actually... I'm gonna go into it. So the day of, I was in the backyard just calling people, and like I finally got a hold of Shane, and like he finally answered. He was crying his eyes out, and I was too. But it got to the point where I was just screaming my head off into the phone. Like neighbors were like wondering what was going on over at my house, and I'm pretty sure that's because 10 minutes later Stevie pulled up and he just walked to our backyard because he thought he heard noises, and he was just looking around. He goes, "I thought this was just a big fucking stupid joke," and I just told him, "No, dude, it's not."
Yeah.
And then I told him I'm not performing tonight.
Yeah.
And he says, "Yeah, I'm probably going to cancel it." And then I saw the post he made about he's going to have it go, and then I was like, "You know what, honey, we're gonna go."
Yeah.
I told my girlfriend we're going, and I'm gonna go perform, and I'm gonna go make him proud.
Yeah.
Because he's the biggest. He's the reason I'm doing stand-up comedy right
Exactly.
now.
I remember when you guys were both on stage, or like would go back, both did like an open mic. I think it might have been like the first or second one you did, and you both like said something about each other and were just roasting each other, and he said something about it. He had the ultimate comeback.
Yeah, he did all the way.
Because he would just say, "Well, I slept with your mom," and it's like it's not like a joke because
it's true.
It's like,
what the fuck do you want me to say to that?
No, you have no rebuttal to that.
Nothing at all, dude.
He had the top roast.
That's just when I just call him fucking fat and just leave it at that.
All right, Michelin Man. That's oh yeah. I didn't because he had a roast too. Didn't they roast him at one point?
I don't think so.
Oh. I mean, that's what Brad's stupid friends turned out to be, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
Sense.
Yeah, just a fun little get together. Whether it was just telling stories about him or just telling our own material. That's all I did that, and I was just told my own material.
Yeah, I just did my set, and I roasted chicken bone, which was great.
Right. I like that added that aspect for everybody. Just roast the person getting off the stage and the person you're bringing on. I thought that was a fun way to just keep it all in line.
And your final, didn't we say that the final comic of the evening? Every time?
Like after some of the comics.
No one knew when it was going to end.
Nobody knew when it was going to end. Like, yeah, we got one more final.
We got one more comic
coming
on
up stage.
Yeah,
dude. Even after Johnny went up, and he was first, he goes, "All right, well, we got one more final comic," even though there was totally more than fucking 12 people on the stage just taking a shot.
Yeah. But if anything, I mean, obviously the whole situation was tragic, but it brought so many people together. Like, I wouldn't have met or got to know some of the people that I did. Like Chicken Bone. Chicken Bone came out of nowhere.
Dude, I had no idea Chicken Bone...
He just spawned,
Yeah, I had no idea Chicken Bone lived across the street from my Aunt Candy and Uncle Chris.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had no idea.
Dude, that dude's awesome.
Yeah, and then, because,
I don't even remember his real name, and I don't want people to tell
Tim.
me. Tim. Don't tell me. I don't
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'll forget.
There you go. There you go. No, good guy, though.
Yeah. He's having me do the cruise show.
I've been really trying to make it out to those. What is it? He told me what it was about again. What is it again?
See, that's the thing. I told him I was talking to Brandon. Yale is helping out with some of the promo for the because both of those guys are not good with social media.
No, I gotta call Chicken Bone or text him if I need anything.
Yeah, and he he told me it was for his niece.
That's right.
Who has leukemia. So I don't know how old she is. I don't know anything. She can't be that old. Chicken Bone's not that old.
But it's for a good cause, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, they say it on the flyers for a good cause. I'm like,
truthfully.
say what the cause is. People want to know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could be funding a hate group for all I know. I don't know. It could be a good cause in your mind, but not in mine. You know?
Right.
But yeah, I haven't been to the shows. Sundays are kind of weird days for me usually. And they're doing them early, they start at 5. Like the doors open at 4 and the show's at 5. The next one is the 5th, and then there's another one on the 25th or something. I think Shane's doing the 25th. I talked to him about that.
So Chicken Bone hosts all these?
Chicken Bone and I think it's Dave Hernandez.
Okay, yep.
Which
That's a familiar name.
That's another person I didn't know about until very recently.
I just know same thing. I just know him through my dad. I imagine. I imagine.
Yeah, he's been around for a while.
Didn't he do Blacklist comedy back in the day?
He might have.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm learning stuff about the scene still because I've only been doing it not even 2 years.
This is my I think 6 months, 7 months for me.
Yeah,
now.
I was gonna say so I don't know a whole lot more than you do when it comes to I've made some of the connections outside of town.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you and I have had quite the come up for our time of just doing stand up and all that.
if you grind and show you really want to do this and not just get up there and tell the same jokes every time. I do have some the stuff I tell.
See, that's something I'm working on myself too. I'll try and change my setup each time, but man, there's just times where I'm not in the headspace to write. That.
But if you're telling the same jokes the first year, just crafting the jokes, and you have a good amount of jokes in the bucket, a decent amount. I didn't realize the material I had until the other day. I did when I did the Iowa City show. I was supposed to do 10 minutes, and I told him I was like, dude, honestly, I might be able to do 7 to 8. I don't know if I can do 10, but we'll see what happens. And I got the light at 8, and I think I didn't finish until 9, and then I didn't even do all my jokes. I actually ripped it for a little while too.
There's just times where I'll have a joke I want to say, and then I'll read the room, and then I'm like, I'm gonna scratch this joke.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just
it's just not the room to tell that joke. Sometimes
that was a room where I could have just said just about anything.
Yeah.
It was great.
It's like my show at Saddle last Saturday. That was the room to say, pretty much say all of it. So
Yeah,
I just
and you had the heckler.
Yeah, and I had the hecklers. Yeah, and I needed that experience. It was nice just being able to talk shit.
Keeps you on edge.
Keeps you on edge, and you're able to put people back in their place.
Or on your toes, I should say. Yeah.
That was a fun show, though.
Those Saddle shows are hit or miss, but when you get a good one.
And dude, that show for it being a Saddle, it was a pretty nice, not packed, but it was a good audience. Really good audience. It was Mia Duralis, Donnie Townsend, Jake McDowell, Nicole, and then Maggie, I believe her name was. And then and then,
I love Maggie. Yeah. Maggie's awesome.
And then Andy is the host.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah,
I gave Andy a good roast.
Yeah, he's fun to roast. And he'll dish it right back out too.
I called him when he brought me up on the stage. I was like, "Give it up for Jim Halpert from The Office, everybody!" and then I also said, also known as John Krasinski. And then you know how he played in Multiverse of Madness? By chance, you didn't? Okay. Do you care if I spoil it?
I don't care.
Okay. He played as Mr. Fantastic in a different universe in that movie. So and then he gets killed off, which really made me mad. I was like, man, you really got smoked in the Multiverse of Madness as Mr. Fantastic. Nobody laughed. I was like, all right,
not the right
I liked
crowd.
it. Yeah, not the right crowd.
That one was for me.
Yeah. That was a good time last Saturday.
Yeah. If anything, just messing around with the comedians that are on the show with you is fun enough.
For sure.
It can't be just like
Adralis is an easy one, for sure.
It's always fun with him. Or and Johnny Tuesday is another wild card
for sure. And after hanging out, and after actually getting to hang out with Donnie last Saturday.
Oh, dude, Donnie's so cool.
I love him. He's a good fucking dude. He mentioned he has a kid, still in the months. So I'm just like, I know I'm younger than you. If you ever need any advice, you let me know, dude. You know,
yeah, because you have a kid.
I have an almost 4-year-old now. You know, so but no, he's fucking happy, and I love that for him.
Yeah, I think it's very helpful. It's keeping him grounded, which is good because he travels a lot. I don't even know what he does for a day job. Do you know?
I have no idea.
Well, I better get to the point of wrapping it up. We've been recording for a while.
It's all good.
I'm supposed to meet somebody here soon. But I really appreciate you being honest, man, and being open and having a good conversation with me. It's always good to catch up with you. Always good seeing you.
I love being here.
Yeah. And I'm glad I said this on the last episode, but I'm glad I had the convenience of recording this at home and like not having to worry about like time restrictions, and I can just do the editing for that. So, this will be a good episode that I think a lot of people will be able to relate to, and I know a lot of our friends will appreciate you being on here and getting to know you a little bit better.
Absolutely. And I really do mean that by if anybody ever needs anything, you reach out to me or to anybody that means a lot to you, close to you. Don't be afraid. People
care more than you think. It's really easy to convince yourself that people don't. I've been in that mode. I don't want to bother anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole thing. But that's just your mind tricking you most of the time. So we'll wrap it up. But I appreciate everyone for tuning in. And until next week, thank you for listening to Modern Day Overthinker Podcasts.